talk about your first experience with triathlon. How did you start? How was your beginning?
I started with triathlon in 1992. I was 17 years of age, 18 years of age, and I saw it on the television in Australia, and Australia has very good weather and we all live on the beach, so it's a perfect sport for Australians. And at the time Australia was the best nation in the world with triathlon, and it just appealed to me. I came from surfing and running, and triathlon was cool and new, and I did it through college, and then I turned professional in 1996, and here I am. Very, very early in the season for me, but it's just nice to come to South America and come to Chile. I have many friends here now, and after the race I go surfing all up the coast of Chile, so it's a good 3 weeks.
I want to know a bit about, you know, like different aspects of training. You know, first about psychology. How do you project the race, and what techniques do you use?
I enjoy competition. I love racing. I love beating people. You know, I was the guy when I was little and we played football and someone scored a goal. I was upset. You know, I never wanted to lose, and I'm still that way. I think it's very, very important. I try to carry that across, whether it's short course or long course. But definitely the psychology of long course racing is more about patience and being knowing more about yourself personally and what you're capable of doing. And because in Ironman, self-doubt is your biggest enemy, doubting yourself. When you're suffering for 8 hours and you're alone, the only person you are with is you. There's no coach with you, there's no team with you, it's you versus them. So if you can create self-doubt in your opponents, then you're winning the battle. And I try and tell my opponents all year how good I am, how much I'm looking forward to racing them. I put results on the board all year, and I remind them that they have to race me in Hawaii, and I'm not scared of them. I can't wait. I like to get in their face, very much like boxing in a way, and some people don't like that, other people do, but I think it's very important. You know, this politically correctness, it's great in the real world, but this is professional sport. I want to win the World Championship, and if I can put Faris or Sultan or Norman Stadler off their game by intimidating them, then I've won the battle. It's a race, it's competition, and this is part of professional sport, and I like to use that tactic a lot. I've never used a heart rate monitor in my entire life. Not that I don't think there's a value to them. A lot of us use perceived exertion because I think stats are very important to a coach, but to the athlete, when you talk to their psyche, we just want to know how much it hurts. That's the measuring stick for me. I train hard so it hurts less come race day, and you know, numbers mean nothing to me. If you tell me my heart rate's 162, I say to you, is it going to hurt? You know when you're tired because you know what you're capable of doing, and I think the advantage of using a perceived exertion scale in training is that you learn to implement that in the race. You know what you're capable of doing. You're not trusting numbers. It's how you train anyway. You know your body a lot more because you learn to feel and taste your body, if you know what I mean. For me, Hawaii was the only race left in my career that I hadn't won. I'd won World Championships in the short distance, I'd won Commonwealth Games medals, I'd won everything. Every race there was to win except Hawaii. And I expected to win Hawaii much quicker than I did. I went to it in 2002 and thought I would win it within 2 or 3 years, and then I would come back for the Olympics in Athens and win that. But life doesn't pan out like that, so it took me a lot longer. I was 5th and then 2nd, and finally last year to win was satisfying because it took the monkey off my back. A lot of people, including myself, started to doubt whether I could ever win. Many fantastic athletes, some of the greatest athletes in our sports history, have been successful all around the world, but never in Hawaii, and I didn't want to be one of those.
Well, at last, what about secrets and tips for pros and beginners?
Now, coming from Australia, we're a little bit more laid back, and I notice everywhere I travel around the world, triathletes tend to be very, very serious, very A-type personalities. And my tip is to loosen up a little bit. You know, sport is fun. The sport is all about the lifestyle more than the sport. I think by picking triathlon as a sport, you've picked a lifestyle. You've made a lifestyle decision to live active and healthy and race, and you know, that includes the after party as well as the competition. So yeah, just enjoy it. And if I see you at a race, come up and say hello, and I'll give you a look at my bike, and we'll have a beer after.